ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Guruji and Manasa family, I extend a very warm welcome for today's event, Revolution by Light. It's my honor to introduce a person of Guruji's stature. Guruji Krishnananda is a direct disciple of Maharishi Amara. Maharishi Amara worked with the Rishis, who are also known as the hierarchy. Guruji met Amara in 1977 and continued his spiritual project after his death in 1982. He founded Manasa Foundation in 1988 and established the Study Center in 2006. He began the Light Channels World Movement in 2008. He teaches the most advanced techniques in meditation from the Rishis, and he is a channel for the Rishis. Now, I request Guruji Krishnananda to address this gathering.
My fellow human beings gathered here and who are watching the webcast of this program. Astral masters, astral visitors who are present here. I greet you with great love and respect. This is a very important day in my life. I am an ordinary man, very ordinary, but today I carry a very important message from the Rishis. This message is meant for everyone on this earth. It includes the light workers. Many light workers, they are doing a great job. They have their own followers, etc. This message, I should say, is more for them. It's a kind of guidance. Before I speak about the message, I would like to mention one or two points. My problem is not what to say, but what not to say. I have a lot to say, in fact. I don't know, some other occasion, somewhere. Revolution by light is a silent effort to bring about great changes all over the earth, taking the help of the light. I would like to repeat it again. Revolution by light is a silent effort. This revolution is a silent revolution to bring about great changes all over the earth by taking the help of light. Now, let's understand a bit about the light. The light that I am speaking of is not the physical light. All of you are aware of it. You are intelligent people. It is the first light First, before the creation, there was an unmanifested existence, God. I will not hesitate to use the word God. Unmanifested part of God. From that part of the God, light emerged first. We should call this the first light. From this light came the ocean of consciousness. From the ocean of consciousness came the entire creation. There are a lot of details. I am talking about this light. This light is God Himself. This light is everywhere. It is not seen. It is everywhere. God is described as omnipresent. It is no exaggeration. He is everywhere. This light is everywhere. Let us remember this. It's everywhere. In the whole of the creation, in all the galaxies, in all the cosmoses. This light has everything. Supreme intelligence, supreme wisdom, all knowledge, the knowledge that we have already captured and we are yet to capture, yet to know. This light has creation yet to come out. Yet to come out. We have to understand quite a lot about this light. I don't have much time, but I give you hints. This light has love, peace. It carries truth. It has healing energies. It has creative powers. As I said, it cannot be seen because it is very subtle, but it can be experienced in meditations. In fact, that is the purpose of meditation. The main purpose of meditation is to experience God, to experience this light. Meditation is silencing. When we enter into silence, our awareness expands and we will be able to experience God, this light. It cannot be seen. This light can be channeled just by mere intent. Because the light is everywhere, but all we have to do, just request it, please come through me. It can be channeled, taken into the system and spread around. It can be done. One may ask, when this light is everywhere, why should we channel it? When we channel the light, we will transform its frequency to our level, this human level. That's why channeling is very important. It is absolutely required. When we channel the light, it creates an atmosphere of purity, peace, and love. This brings about great changes in individuals, very important to note. And in the systems, in all the systems, all the systems are made of individuals only. That's why light channeling is so important. Sorry. It is so powerful, so effective. Again, it looks so simple. What is very simple, it's difficult to believe. It's difficult to believe that you just intend and the light begins to come into the system and begins to flow, spread around. We introduced this light channeling in 2008. We introduced this to begin with in schools. School children being innocent. They did this. More than 20 lakh children so far have channel light. Their experiences are amazing. Some of the experiences when I came across, I had tears. Light, what I am trying to say, light works. When it is channeled, it works. One example I would like to quote. One instance. An young boy, around 7 years of age, he was taught how to channel the light in the school. During prayers, they do this light channeling. He thought, nobody told him, he thought if the light is so powerful, why not? Either his father was a drunkard. Imagine a 7-year-old boy thinks he wants to help his father. He channeled light to his father, and it's difficult to believe the father gave up drinking. When one boy channeled light, his father got transformed, gave up drinking. If a number of people channel light, this will have impact on the surroundings, on the whole world. If many of us on this earth, if we can channel this light, the impact will be amazing, amazing. We know our systems are imperfect. I don't want to speak more about it. We know it. Normally, when we speak of imperfection, or if I have to use the much used word corruption, normally we look at a politician. But let us look around. Which system is not imperfect? Politician is an easy target. But which system? In trying to understand this, with the help of the Rishis, the great Rishis, I shall speak about them a bit later. Every system is imperfect. Medical system, educational, social systems, religious systems, I'm speaking generally, not pointing out about any group or individual or in a particular system. We can make out. All of us, we are intelligent, we can make out. This cannot continue. Please mark my words. This cannot continue. Just now I was talking to a wonderful lady who is a politician. She shouldn't be in the politics. She should be running an ashram. she was telling me, these systems are so corrupt. All this have to, I don't know which word I have to use, collapse or transformed. Revolution by light transforms all the systems. I know what I'm talking. As I said, fortunately, by the grace of my Guru, I have access to more of this type of knowledge. That's why I talk so confidently. All systems will change. Please remember this. This revolution by light is a spiritual revolution. It is not an ordinary revolution. It works at the level of the spirit. It works at the level of the soul. That's why I call this a spiritual revolution. The emphasis is on transformation of the individuals. When individuals change, systems change. Sometimes a few individuals, sometimes even a single individual, they make such great impact. One Gandhiji, one Buddha, one Mandela, one Aung San Suu Kyi. There are great examples like that. One Vivekananda. One individual is like a light. Such great masters. They can light up the whole world, whole earth. Why not we follow them? It's not difficult. Before I speak about this message from the Rishis, it's important for us to know certain things. At the end of this year, December, the date is 21st, we all know, certain events are expected to occur. I quote some. You are educated, you must have gone to internet, you know most of this. I casually mention pole shifts, great solar flares, which may completely break down our entire communication systems. We entering into the photon belt, the unseen energy field which comes from Sirius, galactic alignments, Earth standing still for believable, possible. Imagine these expected events, if they occur, there will be utter chaos and confusion. Utter chaos and great destruction are feared. Mark my words, I am using my words very carefully. They are feared. It is in this background that the Rishis are giving us the entire humanity. I deliberately repeat this word, entire humanity. It's not for a small group. I am not working for a small group, although I have a small organization. It's only a platform. This message is given by the Rishis. And the message is, it's a message of hope. It's a message of assurance. Incidentally, let us try to know about the Rishis. It's a very familiar word for us, Rishis, from Puranas. But what we are not aware of is, all the Rishis, they do exist even now, but at a different level, in the astral planes, in the higher planes. They do exist. There is a hierarchy. Saptarishis. They monitor events on many, many earths like ours. Our science is yet to reach. Someday it will reach. We have made great advances scientifically, but we are yet to know that there is life on other planets. My Guru, he had traveled to many of these earths astrally. He was a great astral traveler. From the age of 9, he was traveling astrally. And from the age of 12, he was working with the Saptarishis till the end of his life. His name was Amara, Maharshi Amara. Now he is in Andromeda Galaxy and he communicates from there. Hierarchy, they have their representatives here on this earth. There are 144,000 representatives of the Rishis. There is very well organized network of these Rishis. They don't declare themselves as Rishis. They'll be living amongst us, like ordinary human beings. This hierarchy, this network of the Rishis, they are monitoring the events on this earth. They are the people who are going to help us. This message is from the hierarchy. But how is it we are not aware of them? Some of our reasons, known and unknown, we lost contact with these Rishis 5,000 years ago. When Kali Yuga started, the dark age started, we lost contact. This contact can be re-established by anyone. Anyone. What is required is pure intent. Why do I want to establish a contract with the Rishi? Is it to help him to ask him to help us to have my housing loan sanctioned? Or for a higher purpose? If it is for a higher purpose, if it is to help others, even a small group, even a few individuals, the Rishis are available here. They will come into contact. It's not difficult to establish contact at all. Of course, you have to practice some meditations. Meditations help you. Any meditation, begin with meditations, you will be able to establish contact with the Rishis. Now, the message. I will read it slowly. When I noted down this, I checked, cross-checked. I spent days on this. People who are with me for a long time, you are familiar with some of this, but some points are new. Please listen to this carefully. And again I say, you don't have to accept what I say. You don't have to believe what I say. I am doing my job. The job of a messenger is just to pass on the message, not to pontificate. I am not here to pontificate. Please understand me. I am not here to say anything more than what the message contains. Message begins like this. Most of the events expected to occur at the end of 2012 will occur. But let no one panic. The world will not end. There is a lot of confusion about this. There is a lot of speculation. That's why the Rishis, who are the masters monitoring these events, they can control these events. They have fuller knowledge. They are giving this message of hope and assurance, saying the world will not end. Destruction feared to be associated with these events can be prevented. This is the most important part of the message. There could be destruction. Destruction, perhaps some destruction cannot be helped, but it can be prevented. For me, this is the most important part of the message. This destruction is related to the spiritual transformation of people. I shall slightly elaborate on this point. But what is spiritual transformation? What is spirituality? We are all educated, we have an idea of what the spiritual is. But the Rishis say, spirituality is just being good. Spirituality is just being honest. Spirituality is just being peaceful. It is enough. We don't have to go to temples and make rounds. We don't have to go on pilgrimages. We don't have to do anything. Just be good, you are spiritual. This is the essence of spirituality. And this definition comes from the masters who brought us all spiritual knowledge from higher realms. It is the Rishis who gave us meditation and all this knowledge. They gave us Upanishads. They also gave us Bible and Quran. I deliberately repeat, spirituality is being good, honest, and peaceful. If we try to follow one of these three, we'll be following all other things and much more. One may ask, why is destruction related to spiritualization? That's a valid question. I myself would ask. The simple reason is, and the most important fact is, we are entering into a new time frame. We are entering into a new age. This new age, in this new age, this goodness, honesty, peace, they are the minimum conditions to live and exist. People who do not choose to be peaceful, loving, and truthful, they cannot survive in this new age. The new age is not somewhere very far away. It will begin from the end of this 2012. It's the beginning. Imagine, because we have to enter this new age, we have to spiritualize, we have to transform. Unless we do, we can't enter. Again, by the end of 2012, all the people on this earth will not become saints. It's not easy. We are not expected to. For me, Rishis are God. God is the most loving presence, kindest person. Rishis are also. They say, you don't have to completely transform, but choose. Mark my words. These words are very important. Choose to be good, that's enough. It's like we are walking on a track and try to decide to take a turn. I say you don't even have to turn. Decide to take a turn, that's enough. Choosing is enough. Changing later. This qualifies us to enter into the new age. Once you choose, once many people choose, then the Rishis who control the destruction, I will not hesitate to say this, they will have enough reason and justification to totally avoid or at least minimize the destruction part. That's why this spiritualization and destruction, they are interrelated. Revolution by light is for transformation. It is for preparation. It is to help us choose. Mark these words, and when you are alone with your conscience, contemplate on these words. Every one of you here and all those who are watching this webcast. There are lakhs are watching this webcast. As I said, this message is for the entire humanity. If you understand, if you accept this, pass it on to your dearest one. Don't insist on accepting. Truth, even truth, should not be imposed. Nothing should be imposed. I believe in total, absolute freedom. Nothing should be imposed. Each one of us, we have been gifted with free will. We are intelligent. We can recognize the truth without anybody canvassing about it. I don't have to canvass. I don't have to say light is God. Somewhere the essence that every one of us we carry, the light that we carry, it recognizes, yes, light is God. The revolution by light works. I am sure every human being who hears about this, they do accept this because you carry this light by yourself. And part of the message, all imperfect systems collapse. They may collapse suddenly or gradually. But personally, I believe the collapse would be sudden. When the systems, all systems, not merely political, every system, educational system, communication system, religious systems, when they collapse, naturally there will be chaos and confusion. Chaos and confusion will rule for quite some time. When we hear this, we naturally feel a little desperate, frustrated. Oh God, then what? It is here the Rishis say, do not worry, we are here. They have plans thoroughly made because they have seen this happening number of times. In earlier cycles, it is not the first time we are entering from a dark age to a light age. It is not the first time that we are entering into the photon belt. We have done this many times. They have witnessed this. That's why they are the wisest in the creation. They say, do not worry, we have plans. And there are people, many people, trained people, experienced people. They say, we help. At that time, they will help. When these imperfect systems collapse, new systems come into existence. They may come into existence immediately or maybe gradually, we are yet to see. These decisions are not taken yet. They'll be taken at the right time, maybe at the end of this year. Again, for me, this part of the message is very important, which is every individual on this earth will be contacted directly. I would like to repeat this. I feel so happy to repeat this because no one is abandoned. The divine God and the Rishis who work under God, they are such kind, loving people. They never abandon us. Even those who do not change, even they will be taken care of with great love. It's not as if people don't choose, they're condemned and punished. No. In the kingdom of God, there is no punishment. We, by our own actions, we attract certain difficult experiences. Sometimes we have to go through tough learning lessons, but because we choose it, we attract it. I repeat, in the kingdom of God, there is no punishment. Judgment is not the word. Judgment means normally we think a person is judged and condemned. No. Everyone is given another opportunity. 1,000,000 times we fail, one more opportunity will be given. Opportunities do not end. That is the kingdom of God. If it is not so, it cannot be the kingdom of God. Kingdom of God is full of love. All hidden faculties, every one of us, we have hidden faculties, like third eye, like the faculty to communicate telepathically. All such, like living on prana. When systems collapse, maybe we will not be having food. Suddenly we'll be having this gift of living on prana directly. All these things are possible, and every one of us will be contacted directly. Quickly, because we are needing this time. Yesterday, during Buddha Purnima, a special energy was released. When we channel light now, this energy also will be channeled. That's why we chose this day, a day after Buddha Purnima. After channeling light now, I request, don't stop this. Go on channeling light every day. Do it for 7 minutes minimum. We can always spare 7 minutes minimum. Do it every day. You will help yourself. You will help the world. And more importantly, you help the great masters, the Rishis, to help us. Now, we are at this time, point of channeling. What is the technique? It is the simplest technique, but the most advanced. Imagine an ocean of light above you. Imagine light enters you. Experience the light, enjoy it. If you experience this light for a minute, you will experience absolute peace. Experience light. Experience the peace in that. Experience the love that the light carries. After that, spread the light. Spread it to the whole world, whole earth. Let it reach everyone, every human being, every creature on this earth, the whole nature. I think when we do this, this would be the greatest thing we'll be doing. It's the unconditional thing, the purest act. It is channeling the light. So, let's begin channeling the light. Like I said, I am just a messenger. I don't know if I have carried this message properly or not. I don't know. I'm a very simple man. I'm a very ordinary man. But the light in you, I am sure it has captured the message in its purity and its entirety from the light masters. I am very happy. I feel this is the most fortunate moment in my life to be a messenger of the great Rishis. Now, let's begin channeling till 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, the time will be marked. Then you can stop channeling. It helps to close our eyes and begin channeling light. The technique is simple. There is no confusion. But if you make any mistake, do not worry. The light knows how to come and spread it by itself. Thank you. Let's begin this channeling.
Now, we stop channeling. Thank you all.